Hello, good afternoon, welcome to Convenience Brokerage. My name is Mohammed. In this video, I'm going to explain to you how to become a notary public in New York City. Now, becoming a notary public in New York City is quite simple and quite easy. In this video, I'm just going to show you steps and where to take the test, what you need, how to study. I will have another video soon in the future to basically explain to you about the test, so I'll help you practice the test as well. So, without ado, let me explain to you what notary public are. Notary public are you're basically commissioned by the Secretary of State. When in the notary public, you have to take a test and you have to pay for the fee. Usually, the fee costs $60, and the test obviously itself is another $15 to take. Your job is you're not a lawyer. By letting you know, you're just notarizing. You're sworn in affidavit. Maybe you're examining documents to make sure they're not fraudulent. They're not like any type of errors in it. So basically, that's one of the few jobs as a notary public you have to do. Many banks and law offices they do actually commission notary publics because it must be convenient for them. A lot of banks you'll see, like for example Chase, Capital One, TD Bank, they prefer having a notary public because it's easy, convenient to them to get notarized documents. So let's get started. So let's go to frequently asked questions. So what are the requirements to be notary public? Well, if one of the requirements to be notary public is you have to take a test. Obviously, yeah, the test itself is $10 to $15 if I'm correct, but you have to pay for $60 the application fee. So once you pass the test, you'll get it in the mail. Like you'll know that you passed or not. Once you passed, basically you have to pay for the application fee. They give you a form. You fill out the form. You get that form notarized, and you send it to the Secretary of State. Then from there, it'll take some time, like about a week or two, and then you'll get a license by mail, like a small card that will say your name and license number. Don't try to get the what you call the notary stamp beforehand, because you do really need the license number to be on your notary stamp in order for you to notarize documents. Can a person be convicted of a criminal offense be a notary public? Well, a person convicted of a criminal offense cannot be appointed as a notary public. Also, certain misdemeanors are considered disqualifying. However, a person convicted of any crime could obtain an executive pardon, a certificate of relief from disability, or a good conduct from parole board. You may be considered for an appointment. So that's one part as well. Don't think that just because you have on a record you can't become a notary public. It's always good to just to make sure you may be excused or a letter of good reference that can help you out. I'm not going to go over every one of the documents. I'm just going to go over certain documents. Obviously, does the notary public receive any form of identification license? A newly appointed public will receive an identification card within 4 to 6 weeks. Oh, here it is, the time limit of the date the Division of License Services. The identification card will indicate the notary's name, address, count, and commission term. It will say on the license. So make sure you keep that license with you whenever you're, notarize a document, just in case somebody does ask for it. You always have it on you so that you can show the person that you are really a notary. How do you change the address? This is basically letting you know how to change the address and everything, what to do, how to do it. I'm not going to go over everything, but basically just want to go over certain things over here that I just went over. Let's go back. Let me show you the notary public fees and terms of registration. For notary public, $60 initial application, $60 renewal, $15 for the written exam. Then once you do that, then that's where you pay $60. So don't think $60 altogether. $15 for written exams every time you take it. Change of address, name and address, $10. Duplicate license registration request is another $10. Term of appointment is 4 years. So notary public license is for 4 years. So keep that in mind. And actually, if you look into this website also has other things like central dispatcher, bedding, barber. All over here are licensed by the Division of Licensing Services. Let's keep that in mind. Legal memorandum is right over here. You'll see that new knowledge forms or new laws that does come out. Always look into it, especially whichever license category you go into it. That's one thing about the notary public. You always look into whichever it is. Written exams. Let's see where it is offered. They're offered a lot of places. Make sure you also bring in some acceptable form of ID, like for example your driving license, passport card. So this is the exam schedule. What to bring? Obviously, bring one of the forms with the photo ID. Make sure the license or anything you do have not expired. Cash will not be accepted. Make sure you bring a check money order, or bring a MasterCard or Visa card. Make sure you bring something, just in case. Like let's say for example, if the credit card machine is down, bring a check with you just in case if that's what it is. You don't want to go down there and find out they don't have it. You end up going back. You need to get at least 70% of the question to pass. So that's one part about it. Let me see if they have it. So for example, they're offered in New York State. So if you're in Franklin Square, you have to go over here. If you're in Hyde Park, you go over here. New York City is for people like me. We go to 123 William Street, second floor, New York, New York. There's time limits, so every Tuesday from 9 to 10:30 a.m. Make sure you note the time because you have to be there a little bit earlier. So if it's 9 a.m., be there about 8:30. They sometimes start a little bit late. It all depends, but it's always better to be early. Just do a quick reference on the questions that they ask. Study material that you have. It will help you out. So they have all other places as well to like wherever you live. So that's one part about it. You can it helps you out as well. So other than that, that's about it. I just wanted to show you about certain things about Notary Public. It's quite easy to go over. This is the Notary Public license law. I will have another video on this. I'm gonna go over hopefully step by step everything. It's 17 pages. It's not much to learn, but let me tell you something. The test is not. Don't take the test lightly. A lot of people do not pass the first time. They do end up studying a little bit more and passing the second time, but you can't pass the first time if you study a little bit hard, because there's a lot of items inside this, a lot of rules or regulations that you need to know, a lot of trick questions when they do take exams. But I'm going to help you guys out when I do the next video of what the step-by-step category. Well, other than that, let's leave it like this. Thank you again guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any other questions, comment, concerns, please comment, like, subscribe. I'm going to try my best to help you guys out as much as possible. Thank you again guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.